Hi friends, welcome to Aisha DIY. Today we will learn how to make this beautiful bracelet. It's an inspiration from Pinterest. So this is how the bracelet will form. I just made 2 links and 3 beads. These are the beads from bargain bead box subscription of this month. So I wanted to make a bracelet out of this, and then I came up with this idea. It was on Pinterest. I got a little bit inspiration from there, but this is beautiful. And you can see how the links are separate, but still they are connected. They will not come apart, and it's nice and sturdy. um, I checked it. So I made a couple of links before I could come up with the exact measurements for you guys. So um, for all these links, I feel that the length of the wire, so let me tell you guys what you need 18 gauge wire. I am using anti-copper. You can use any color you want, and exactly 3.5 inches, 3.5 centimeters of wire. That's what you need for these. So I cut myself 3.5 centimeter of wire. So everything is 3.5. Both the links, the 8 links and the link for the bead involves that much. This is a 10 millimeter bead, I guess. It's faceted and doesn't look like 10 millimeter, but I think these are 10 millimeters. And this is from bargain bead box subscription of this month. So if you have it, then you will have it, and you can use any bead you want. If you use a smaller bead, then the measurement will be a little bit small, but I would say start with the 3.5 centimeter wire. Then all you need to do is cut yourself 3.5 centimeter of wire and flush cut both the ends. So that's the one that you need to do. Then for the 8 links, what I did was, and so this is the pattern that we're going to go. I just kept it like this, but these are individually made beads. So let me tell you guys how I made this. So first you take the 3.5 centimeter wire and put it all the way in the middle, the largest setting in your round nose pliers, and then you can just move it and make a loop kind of. So you just go all the way close, but there we go. And then take your round nose pliers and you're going to make an 8. So this thing has to come this way. So take it and go ahead and roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it until you reach the other wire. So you'll get an 8 form. So you can also use this bail making pliers. I think these are bail making pliers. I don't exactly know what the name of this, but you can use this. I tried to use this. Trust me, this would have been much more, this would have been straightforward. I wanted to use this actually, but the only problem with it is it's flat in the middle. So that is kind of a bummer for me for this project especially. You can see this space is a little bit flattened out, if you can see. So that wouldn't work very well for me. So that's why I had to use my round nose pliers to do this. So you just have to do this. So we have an 8 structure here. So that's how I made all the links. So and then what you need is, I have actually used my bench block and hammer to hammer this down, because it is 18 gauge. You can also use a 16 gauge, I think, but I tried only with the 18 gauge, and I just stamped it, hammered it flat so that it holds its shape I'm using para wire 18 gauge anti-copper. You can use any 18 gauge wire, any company wire you want. And if you flatten it, you don't have to do it extremely flat, but if you do it, then the shape will not go away. And you have to close it again, because once you hammer it, it will just widen a bit and the opening will be a little bit more. Just you have to adjust that. And that's about it. That's how I made all these links. So then, about how I made these beads. This is simple, just a basic loop. The same 3.5 millimeter wire. Just put your bead inside and approximately see if it is in the middle of the wire or not, and just bend your wire a little bit. So, and then have your round nose pliers and make a loop. That's the loop I have. So I have bent the wire this side for this loop, so I'll bend the wire opposite side for the other loop. And then I take my pliers and roll it on itself. And we should make sure that both the loops are facing the same way, or flat proportionately, so that we can link those. So I made a couple of them and I made a little bit big, a little bit small, and a little bit like not proper shape, but these ones are. Then it's so simple when you make 2 of the 8 links. So here I have some, there is a little bit of a difference, as you can see. Some are big, some are small, and even though everything is 8.5, so this one needs to be stamped. These ones are, as you can see the difference. So once you do that, you just close the loop properly. Even if you don't close it, it doesn't matter that much. It won't open up or something like that, because the design is that way. And all you do is you will interlock the loop. That's all we are going to do. We are going to take our pliers, needle nose or flat nose pliers. Just make sure these loops are on the same plane, like that. So, and open up this loop and add both the links. So one is this, the other one is that. The smaller part of the 8 I put for the first link, and the bigger part I put for the second link. You can do vice versa too, but you have to do, you cannot put both the small parts in one link. So that's how you get the shape, as you can see right now. So then open up another link with the bead. Make sure the loop is closed. Open up and then put this and this inside. That's all. It looks like as if you did a knot kind of a loop, but actually it's just layering 2 eights together, the small and the long on either side. So that's all you have to do. This is how I connect every link with the thing. So the next one, I'll take this. This needs to be stamped, and I'm taking links that are a little bit of the same size so that it matches. Make sure it's closed. If you do a couple of them, you will get a hang of it. So here I open up my loop. So this is how the loop is. Now I open up my loop and add the small loop and the big loop. Close it. And then in this, just keep it down just like that. so that you don't confuse the way it flows. And put it on both the links. There we go. Now close the loop shut, and it'll automatically fall into place. As you can see, this is how the links are formed. And I'll do it one more time. Just make 2 8s. Okay, and then I place one with the small loop on the left side and bigger loop on the right side, and the other on top with the bigger loop on the left side and smaller loop on the right side. Then I open up the link and then add these two together inside, and then I close my loop. Take another bead link. I call this crystal bead link. Make sure it's closed here, it's closed here, and then open it up like a jump ring, back and forth, not like this, so that you don't distort the shape of the loop. And now add it and close it shut. So that way, so this is very pretty. As you can see, if you wear it also, it will look really pretty. And I chose copper, anti-copper color. You can choose any color you want. The silver also will go very well with this bead, and I'm sure gold also will go very well with this bead, and I'm sure that it will not come off. As you can see, the only thing you need to make sure is you shut this loop close, and don't worry about this link, it will never come off, because we have different size loops and it will hold pretty well. So this is how I will do the entire bracelet. And we will do one more link, just like that, but first close the loop so it's nice and shut. Okay, and then let's just open up this loop and put this 8 on top of each other, just like an infinity sign or something like that, and then put it and close it shut. So for closure, you can actually use a lobster claw clasp if you want. Just a lobster claw clasp would do, or we can make our own loop, hook and clasp. So it's already here, so I just need one more loop. That's it, I'm done. So I will, for the closure, this is already big, so I will remove this 8, 1 8, just this, and I will leave only one of the 8 here because I can hook it there. As you can see, let's measure this bracelet and see how long this is. So it's almost 7 inches. So if I add the hook, I think I will be done. For the hook also, you can use the same thing, or we can take a little bit big of a wire. I would say, to be on the safer side, we can take a little bit more of wire here. Just make sure when you have your wire, take your nylon jaw pliers, run it through, no matter what you are making it. If you make the wire straight first, it will create a perfect piece, like a professionally made piece for you. So I'm taking here 5 centimeter of wire. I will always take a little bit more than necessary and then flush cut the ends. I told even for the 8 links you need to flush cut both ends. As you can see, this end is flush here and this one is not. I hope you can see that. So you just take your pliers and this is the end that flush cuts. This is the end which is tapering. So you just cut it like that. We have a small piece, that's fine. Throw it in trash. So this is what we have so far. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a loop, but I'm going to make a loop just like this, overlapping the loop. I'm just overlapping the loop by a little bit. That's all I'm doing. And this end, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold the loop like this right above my circle or something and bring it as a question mark, just like that. So then take your pliers and bend this into a U, just like so, and crush the U. Make it straight and crush the U. So here we have our hook. If you want, you can hammer this down too. So I would like to hammer because everything we have hammered, all the links, and even this part, the bead one, you can actually hammer it a little bit, just the edges, to give a clean and flush look. Sorry, it's a little bit loud, but not much, just a little bit. That will give a nice touch. And then for this hook also, you can just hammer it a little bit. A bench block and a hammer is of a great help. You can make your own findings. There we go. And now all we need to do is open up this loop that we have on this bead. Add your hook there and close it. Then this will link to the 8. As you can see, our bracelet is done. It's not hard at all, but it looks amazingly pretty, if I say so myself. I guess you guys like this. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and this is a good way to use less number of beads, and at the same time you get an awesome bracelet, just like a wire wrap bracelet. It's very pretty. I hope you guys like this too. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon for notification. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.